What do you mean, Sinnertwin? I'm Sinner Triplet. Can't you count?
Hi everyone, this is Triple T, and today I'm taking a look at the next piece of Odin from Unique Toys, O-03 Fenrir, or Sinnertwin as I like to call him. We have already looked at the box in the unboxing, but it looks so good, you have to look at it again! And of course there's Fenrir everywhere, and there's alt mode on the side. And this alt mode is really, really cool. You can do a lot of things with it. You can walk, you can arm him up, you can arm him up, you can have his foot, you can have shoulder cannons, and I'm gonna get to that. He comes with the next puzzle piece. Yay for puzzle pieces. He comes with a collector's card, a really nice collector's card. He's very strong. Oh, goody. Again, these manuals aren't the best, but this actually worked. I actually did something different just because I like that better, and I will show you that in a minute or two. And of course, it comes with this foot that can be both a foot and a gun, 3 guns, and you have toe tilt, and it's the same foot that came with Troll or their Blot. And we're going to use this to arm him up, because that looks just great. He comes with his 2 tail whips, swordy thingies, and they are done in a more rubbery plastic. I can't say rubber today. I don't know why. Anyway, they are quite soft, but at the base they are quite firm, so I hope they will stand the test of time, because they actually make him look so much better in alt mode. So if they go, he goes. No, of course not. And then we have, of course, Sinnertwin himself. And look at that bot. You can see the shine on him. The green shine. And, of course, the nice yellow plastic here. I don't think it's painted. But just as his brothers-in-arms, Blot and Rippersnapper, he does have a lot of detailing. And you can argue that he's fairly plain. And I have come to some conclusions about how to change that, so I'm going to show you that off after we look at the details and the articulation. But it looks really good. Nice silvery, greenish, reddish head there. Yes, I've applied that already, as always. Who is even bothered anymore? Really nice gunmetal grey detailing here, even there, and on its little, well, crotch area. You have some nice detailing of red here, and you have some nice gunmetal grey there, and you have some, well, simple thighs. And again, the leg really makes him pop. You have the green paint, the red, the gunmetal grey, and it's just sublime. The inside of the leg is nicely detailed as well. And of course, the outside is just amazing. This is so much to look at once. You get dizzy. And of course, it has a little backpack. We're not going to look too much into that. The instructions tell you to have the heads out, but I think that looks ridiculous. So I just rotate them in and have them hanging off him like that. And we have the beast mode legs folded in here, and they are really nicely detailed, but we will take a look at that when we transform him. You have a piece back here that's also very nicely detailed and painted, and all in all, it feels really nice, this bot. Quality-wise, paint-wise, looks-wise, engineering-wise, I couldn't be happier. This is going to score very high with me, I think. But for articulation, the head can go all the way around. Go a bit down, not much, and nothing up, really. I mean, you can, of course, make him look down, but that's more for transformation than anything else. His arms go all the way around like that. You can fold them out to the side on a hinge in the shoulder. You have a bicep swivel, double hinged elbow there to give you the full range. Nothing really at the hands. These you can rotate. I wasn't able to rotate the hands on Rippersnapper, but that just may be due to paint. so maybe he can, I don't really know. You have some waist rotation, and since he's 10 years old, this mold, oh, that rhymed nicely, he doesn't have any ab crunch, and I don't really think he needs it, because he's going to be a leg. You have 90 degree at the knee there, a bit more, I think, yeah. Nice bend there. The leg can go out to there, go out to there, and nothing really back due to the fact that he has these little pieces on his arse. Yeah, I said it. His toes can go down, his feet can tilt to breakage levels, and of course you can make his little heel spur go up and down. It's only pegged in, so it doesn't really help, but if it's just a little, it actually does stabilize him a bit. Now, you can do a lot of things to arm him up. First of all, you can bring in his little whips. He can be your little whipping boy. Actually, a comparison bot is my whipping boy because it fell over. And that looks really nice. But I'm not gonna stop there. I'm going to bring in the foot, and I'm going to take it apart, which isn't easy because everything just tabs in so ridiculously well on this one. And you fold these forward, and then you can just put them in his shoulders, like that. Of course, he can hold them as handheld guns, but I have an option that is actually quite more interesting, and I will show you that right now. I'm going to take these, and I'm going to bring the foot in. I've already preload this, because that's... I open this up, I put this in here, and this isn't my idea, people. This isn't my idea. You can put them here as well, but this one doesn't like to go there for some reason, so I have to put them there. Maybe they are side-specific? Yes, they were, for some reason. And now you got this cool crossbowy thing with all these little missile launchers over there, and he can hold it. He can. I'm not saying it's going to stay on when you move him about, but it does work, and he doesn't tip over, people. That's what I like. He's stable with it. But if you think he's too plain, you can, of course, fold up the heads. And this, in my humble opinion, changes everything. Because this makes him so cool, it's ridiculous. So this is how I have him displayed. I wouldn't display him in any other way or form. I mean, look at that. Look at those heads. And I think that you have some similar things with their hunger, but I'm not sure. We'll have to check when that arrives, which... Ooh, I look forward to it. So this is him with everything he comes with installed and used, and looking rather amazing. There is nothing generic or boring with this at all. Of course, you can angle them so they're a bit up, but that's not as fun, I think. I think it's more cool that they are actually hinged like that. So they can be like talking heads, stuff like that. I know he doesn't see where he is onto his sides, but I mean, he has eyes here as well, so he gets even more viewing range, I think, than anyone else. But to compare him, I'm gonna take everything off, and I'm gonna fold these down just so we can see the base robot mode. I like robots you can actually do different things with without the instructions telling you to, because it leaves you with a lot of playability. You can use your own imagination, and it just feels great. Let's just bring everyone in, shall we? Here, 3 of the Terrorcons in the same picture, and they look so good. My favorite used to be Blot, but since I just turned the heads forward, this has become so much cooler. So I'm happy. Here he is with a bot I can't even put into frame, but it is, of course, Advanced Toy Slingshot. And you can see he's a very short bot compared to Slingshot. And last but not least, well, yeah, least, here he is with Powers of the Prime, Sinnertwin. And I think I like the coloration better on him. And, well, the quality is better, everything is just better. But some things are also very similar. But I do like that rendition much better. And the quality, well. And these small heads. Ah, poor headies. It's like a father with his son out walking. Now to transform him, you need to do not a lot actually, but still. We're going to go into foot mode or leg mode first. So we're going to turn the arms out like so. Fold this up and fold the hands in. Now I'll turn the hands so they don't want to play ball. And you rotate this around and fold that down. And now the arm is ready. It looks like he's flexing. He's not, trust me. Rotate this around. Untab these from the back, and that can be... yeah. Fold the shoulder backwards. Rotate it down. Tab it in, like that. And this is the way you want that looking. Like that. You fold the head forward and in. Let's do the legs, shall we? Fold these little pieces out, like so. So they are there. Fold the toes and the heels in. So we'll do that on both sides. Like so. And now untab them from the knee and hinge those yellow pieces up. Like that. They're supposed to tab in. Wait, doesn't it? Ah, it did. Good. And just leave those back there as is. Now, before we close these up, we need to get the foot in and take this little peg down, because this peg is going to secure the entire build so it doesn't fall off. Yeah, I know it's not dignified, but I don't really care. So you have to do a lot of things at the same time. Of course, you have to tread the foot in, like that, and then without making that little T-tab go the wrong way, because it is totally doable to make it go in, like that. Fold everything together at the same time, and this should I say, work. You might want to fold the foot a bit inwards, and then just tab everything together, and come back here to see that this peg is also tabbed in. Fold this piece down, and this, I don't know if you see that still, this tab will go into a hole in his little crotch piece, and that will just stabilize the joints. And then you just fold the heads around his little animal legsy, and there you have him in leg mode. And it's a really nice leg mode, I think. Very clean mode. Yes, there are a lot of things hanging off the back, but still, it looks kind of unison. Yeah, it looks really nice. And of course, you have still the toe tilt. It can go a bit up and down, not much, because then it just crashes into that. Boink, 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 boink. Yeah. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the leg mode. So, to get him into alt mode or beast mode, you have to separate this, and again, these, get this off, fold this little security tab in. And close these little legs back together. And now we come here and we're going to hinge these legs and tab them in up here. So, and it's a double hinge, so you need to be very about what you do so you don't break anything. There is sufficient hinge reach, so it will work, trust me. Come to the feet, untab them, unfold the legs, and you can see you have a lot of nice things here. And you do the same thing on the other side. And now we come to this piece. We need to rotate the arms back out, rotate the claws, and fold that forward.
Tab in.
Rotate. Yep. Then unpeg this, put it back where it was before. Like that. And then you hinge the heads up. No, I'm doing it wrong. They should be like that and like that. So you're going to do it like so. My bad. And you just rotate the waist. Now for the last piece of the puzzle, you put his swordy thingy into his behind, and here you have Sinnertwin in his epic alt mode. Let's see if we can actually make him stand up. Stand up, baby, stand up. And this is a big boy. The bot feels kind of small, but when you transform him into this mode, he just biggins, or mass shifts, or whatever you want to call it. And I think he looks so big just because he's so skinny. For some reason I find him skinny. But let's look at everything again, shall we? You have really nice heads here, red eyes, some gunmetal gray. You can open and close the mouth, but I don't think, no paint in there this time. More gunmetal gray. Really nice arms. We saw them in bot mode. And the hind legs. Mine tend to pop out, but that's maybe because I did something wrong. And here we can see the side detailing on the leg works really well in beast mode. So if it looked strange in the beast mode, it looks great now. And of course, they have different detailing all over. All the claws are gunmetal gray, and you have the twin tailies. You can pose them however you want. That's quite nice. And you have the knee joints, knee guards rather here with some nice detailing, and now we can see the back even better. So yeah, he is really, really nice. For articulation, his heads can go all the way back. They can rotate. You can do whatever you want with them. You can go down with them like that. You can rotate each section of the head however you want. And as I said before, you can open and close the mouth. The arms go all the way around. You have that double hinged elbow or knee in this case. You have one hinge at the base here, so you can fold the foot up and down. You can rotate it around on a ball peg, and you can actually pose the claw. So he can be falling off a ledge and just holding on. They are tight. And all the claws have the same articulation on both, I should say, on the front legs. The hind legs go all the way around, not out to the side. These go out to the side, of course, because they can, of course, go on that little hinge, but these stay in place. You can untab them to make it like it's going under his body, but no, that's not what you're supposed to. You have a very special knee joint here. You can move this quite severely You see, you can just go it all the way around almost. On 1, 2, 3 pins, unfortunately. No, I think this is on a screw, actually, which is good. These claws are not articulated. And of course, you can move these about however you want. They are not that secure, but they work. They won't fall out however you shake it. So that's fairly good. For some reason, I like having him stand tall, because I think he should be tall and proud of being a two-headed dragon, or whatever you call him. Now, of course, you can arm him up. And again, we need to separate the foot. And that's not the easiest thing to do. I need a spludger again. And you can do this in many different ways. You can, of course, plug his guns in here, like so. Now we can go shooting with his forearms, forelegs, or whatever you want to call them. You can put them on the hind legs as well. So it depends on if you want them there or there. You can also... And now I need my little spludger again, I think. No, not that part, this part. You can bring this out and fold this in and tab that onto his groin, like that. And that makes it even easier to tab things in, so you can have... oh, did I do that the wrong way? Yeah. You can tab that in, and now he's even more armed up. And that looks really, really nice. He's a big boy. A dangerous big boy. But let's get his weapons off. This is Power of the Primes. Little Sinnertwin. And I mean, he's so cute. Again, it's like a baby with its papa. I don't know. Now for my conclusion, I love this bot. I can't stop singing its praises. It is a 10-year-old mold, or maybe 11, I don't really know anymore. So it does show its age, everywhere from engineering to the overly detailed pieces and so on. But for a 10-year-old mold, it still holds fairly good to the test of time. And of course, it's going to be a bit inferior to today's standards of masterpieces, and it is a bit on the smallish side. But if you judge it by the era it was released in at the beginning, he was so great, and I still think he is that to this day. So I'm going to give him a masterpiece score based on the era he was released in, about 10 years ago, when everything like this was more common practice. And his masterpiece score is an 8. So it's a strong recommendation from me if you like Abominus and you like the look of these bots. You don't want to miss out on this one, I can tell you. But I guess that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care.